What is the psychology though of living off of income and like
Yeah.
replacing your active income with passive income?
The psychology. I mean, uh, just this kind of feeling when a dividend comes in.
Mm.
I wish I could configure it in my broker that it says ka-ching. Just when you're working and you hear on the background ka-ching, ka-ching. I mean, you can't describe it, but it gives me goosebumps already. Yeah, this is a feeling. I mean, and then I went to America in June. I went on stock safari. I went with a friend. We went for 2 hours just walking through the targets like kids in a candy store. We were like, "Whoa, look at this here! Look at this! Hey, and why have they everything behind the glass? How stupid they are! I'm a shareholder. We should talk to the boss here, right?" So the stock safari as well, and I think we were also chatting a bit with Greg's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to describe that, but you become, and I think that's what you alluded to, Christoph. You become more aware of the world, you learn around the world, but just this thought that there are like millions of people on a daily basis just working for me to make me wealthier. I mean, yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, it's just an income machine at this moment, my portfolio, and to see that coming in, knowing that I'm buying freedom back with this, is just, yeah, it's just a dream.
Yeah. And just to round out this conversation, I think people get in trouble when they solidify too much around a particular identity, in which case here we're talking ideas, right? So we're workshopping things. But in all transparency, I think if to make your point, I think if quote unquote boring works for you and it feels satisfying and it makes you money and you could generate excitement within that world, by all means. If it's I'm learning a lot in this conversation because at some point I might say, okay, let me throw in one dividend investment and let me examine how boring it actually is to own it. I'm guessing ahead of time that won't be boring at all. It's just such a contrast to typical styles. So my invitation to all our listeners would be examine your own inherent biases and assume that they're incomplete, whether boring or exciting or whatever.
It's very interesting because what is for you boring may be for me very exciting, and vice versa. And that's why society is so diverse. Otherwise, we would all like the same football team. We would all like the same sport. We would all like the same brands. And we don't. And that's why there's so much diversity. Yeah, and I think that's what it is. Some people like collecting post stamps. Others like to sit behind a slot machine. Others like to invest in their wife. Yeah, there's so many ways you can spend your money and get joy out of things. So.